What's up, everyone? Today we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys and how their 4-1 record to start the season has many people talking about a Super Bowl appearance. Make sure to like the video to help me out in the algorithm, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to get notified each and every time I upload a new video. Okay, so the Cowboys have been on a 4-game winning streak with an offense looking like one of the best in the entire league. The Dallas Cowboys currently rank second in the league in points per game at 34 points per game and 14th in points given up at 23.4 points per game. Cowboys are averaging 440 yards per game as well, and Dak Prescott has come back from that grueling injury we saw last year to his leg, passing for 1,386 yards with 13 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions so far. And hey, Ezekiel Elliott looks like he's finally back to playing at an elite level. I mean, he's averaging 5.3 yards per carry for 452 yards and 5 touchdowns. Both he and Tony Pollard are in the top 10 in the league in rushing yards after 5 games, and of course, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and others are leading the receivers as well. I mean, they've had some injuries, some setbacks, but the Cowboys overall on offense have been fantastic. At times, the offense looks absolutely unstoppable, and they've found a great balance in running and throwing, especially on this 4-game winning streak. The defense has also improved so much from last year's historically terrible, record-breaking, in the bad way squad. And now, if we're being honest, if you've actually watched the Cowboys defense, they're still actually giving up a lot of yards per game, still giving up huge plays, getting gashed with a run, and, big, huge passing plays. But the difference is they actually are getting turnovers now, and as I'm sure as everyone's heard by now, Diggs has been leading the charge with 6 interceptions in the first 5 games. He's been absolutely awesome. It looks like he's really turning into a shutdown corner and is going to make quarterbacks think twice before actually throwing his way for the rest of the year. Now that's great news for their defense because they need players like that. And of course they have Parsons, the rookie, he's playing awesome, and DeMarcus Lawrence is going to come back later on this year, and that should really help bolster their defense. But comment down below if you think the defense is good enough to actually win in the playoffs or not, because for me, I'm not really sure. Which brings me to the question, are the Cowboys actually Super Bowl contenders? Well, I mean, as you all know, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm actually not entirely sold yet. I mean, I've been burned way too many times by my Cowboys. They always give us hope and then they end up choking. It never fails. I will say the biggest thing so far has been the schedule. They have played 2 contender teams in the Buccaneers and the Chargers in week 1 and week 2. In week 1 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they almost defeat the defending champions, and that was on opening night, and it took a typical Tom Brady last-minute drive to win against the Cowboys. But they put up a good fight, and they played better than almost anyone thought they were going to do. In week 2, however, they hung on to beat the Chargers 20-17 in a game that they could have lost if the Chargers, wouldn't have shot themselves in the foot so much. So, like I say about a lot of seasons, whether it be from luck, circumstances, or just injuries, a win is still a win. And the Cowboys in the last 3 weeks especially, albeit against weaker teams, they've averaged 40 points per game. The rest of the schedule for the Cowboys actually looks fairly easy. The division, as we all know, is, as always, a complete joke and might be the weakest in the entire NFL. Many people think it is the weakest. The New York Giants are a lost cause, the Philadelphia Eagles are all over the place, and the Washington football team just can't seem to turn their talent into actual on-field production. The Washington football team, on paper, does have a good defense. They were really good last year, but so far this year they haven't played up to their talent, so really it just leaves the Cowboys looking like the only real contender in the NFC East. Now, the Dallas Cowboys' next 4 games include games against the Patriots, Vikings, Broncos, and Falcons. And to be honest with you, I think all 4 of those teams have a shot at beating Dallas, but honestly, if this team is as good as everyone thinks they are, they should come out of this stretch 3-1, and I see them being 7-2 heading into a game at Kansas City, which most people think they're going to lose. After that, they have games against the Raiders, Saints, 4 more division games, and a home game against the Cardinals. I think because the division is so weak and because of Dallas's great offense, the Cowboys will finish somewhere around 11-6 or 12-5. Now, of course, they could implode on themselves and finish way worse than that. That's happened before to the Cowboys, but hopefully not. It really just depends on whether or not the defense can keep creating turnovers or not. They honestly have one of the easiest schedules in the league remaining, so it's going to be fairly difficult to see how good this team actually is or not. Games against the Chiefs and the Cardinals should give us some type of an idea, but as a Cowboys fan, I don't like it when the majority of people think the Cowboys are good. History tells me that when that happens, that's when they start doing bad. So everyone just needs to cool down, calm down a little bit on the Cowboys. Let's see them actually do this other season, but kind of like every sport, I see this about the NBA especially, nothing really matters until the playoffs. That's when people actually show up if they're good or not. So everyone, let me know in the comments down below. Are the Cowboys real contenders? Are they pretenders? Are they average? Are they going to be below average, above average? I'm just curious to see what everyone thinks. Most people these days are Cowboy haters, and I can't blame you. I know us Cowboys fans are annoying. I'm annoyed by Cowboys fans, and I am one, so I totally understand it, but I kind of just want to see what y'all's true opinions are. Regardless if they are contenders or not, they are really fun to watch this season, and they score a lot of points, so they should be fun and exciting to watch for everyone for the rest of the season. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you haven't already, please leave a like in the video to help out my channel, and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see more NFL videos. As always, everyone, I'll see you in the next one.